Hey everybody, welcome to the VHS Bandits fun-sized Halloween special. Thanks for listening in. This week we watched... What the hell did we watch?
The Halloween that almost wasn't.
Oh yeah, we watched that. Let's pop in the tape.
Yeah.
Now stay tuned for the Halloween that almost wasn't. Next on ABC.
Welcome, you little bloodsuckers, to the VHS Bandits Halloween mixtape. Over here, I am Super Dracula, the deadliest Dracula of them all. And I am a host of Super Dracula vs. Snow Wolf, the #1 horror action movie shot straight to home video. That's right, over here, the VHS Bandits are gonna give you a slew of super spooky Halloween specials all throughout the 80s and early 90s. And tonight, we're gonna start off with one of the greatest Halloween specials of them all. We're gonna be watching the Halloween that almost wasn't. That's right, this one's got the guy from Taxi as the lead Dracula, and the guy from The Verb who plays Igor, and some other people I can't remember their names though. But check it out, lock your doors, hide your daughters, close the shades, dim the lights, and prepare yourselves for the Halloween that almost wasn't.
So hey, yeah, I guess we're just getting right into it.
All right.
Welcome again, guys. VHS Bandits.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Fun size. Happy Halloween.
Fun size. Happy Halloween. I'm the Kevbot. With me, as always, is
Dane Train.
and live and in person,
Topher Hansen Train.
also, and our wonderful special guest,
Pat Train.
Pat Train.
Pat Train.
Welcome, Pat Train.
At the Worcester Centrum Center. Sunday. Kids seats are just $5.
Watch Pat Train jump over 6 school buses.
Extreme Pat Train. And Rockin' Shock. This October 25th and 26th. Get your tickets now at the Ticketmaster.
So, Pat Train, have you ever seen the Halloween that almost wasn't?
Somehow I have not even heard of it, let alone seen it, but I was blown away to say the least.
All right.
I bet you were.
So, it was the viewing that almost wasn't.
Yeah. So, a quick intro for Pat Train over here. He is a local tape head who...
What's up?
You might know him over there in the Instagram land as Macabre of Old.
Please DM me.
DM him,
Slide
follow
to those
him.
DMs.
And I was following him because obviously he's a tape collector. And then one day he posts a post that's like, hey, I kind of want to get rid of my collection. I got in touch with him. I ended up getting his collection. He put out a thing and said, I miss having collection. I want to have a collection back. So I said, hey, man, you can have your collection back. And he's like, all right, cool. I'm still in the area. Let's get together. I said, hey, come on and do some podcasts with us. So here he is.
Yeah.
Back in the game.
Back in it.
Nice.
All
How's
right.
how's it feel? You know, was your time off good? Is it like
You're
you
like
do a lot of golf,
Jay-Z,
like
you
coming out of-
retired, and then
yeah,
you just came back
I feel
3
like
months
I've
later.
I was gonna make
been
Michael.
touched for the very first time again.
Nice.
If that's
I was
possible.
gonna make a Michael Jordan joke. Where it's just
Disclaimer,
like
we
he
did
just
not touch
played-
him.
He
Yeah.
just played a lot of golf, and now he's back. And
Yeah, I had a long off season, but now
Right
I'm ready
on.
to get back into it.
Sweet,
Maybe
sweet.
a little more refined.
Yeah.
Little held back, but still going for it.
Wow, that's
Right.
right. Knees are still feeling strong.
Yeah,
Still
a
can hit
little
those
fresh,
threes.
but also a little matured.
Good.
You got
Good,
some
good.
Some stem cell injections into your VHS
Yeah,
collection,
just
so they're
some
fresh.
You
You
went
went
through
to
a little,
Mexico
some
to...
common blood doping, nothing more really.
Had to go through a little PT, you know.
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
So thanks again for joining us. We wanted
you
to do a
guys.
quick mini episode because there's too many weeks in October. We can't fill it.
Well, we'll tell you what happened.
I fucked up, and I didn't edit
So-
the episodes in
T-Man.
time.
T-Man.
Well, I know. I had to fly to fucking Boston, and
And you couldn't edit a show
And I couldn't-
on the way?
I couldn't edit
It's
a
like
show.
a
Well, I mean,
6-hour
I easily could have. I
flight.
just forgot to.
So we were supposed to
So-
do an episode of Night of the Demons with Chad from Horror Movie Barbecue.
We did do the episode.
Oh
It's
yeah,
coming
yeah.
out
I mean,
next Monday.
It was supposed to come out one day. It's gonna come out the week after. So we're filling it in with this one in the meantime. So
Right.
stay tuned, guys.
Yeah, Night of the Demons is coming out next Monday.
Yeah, right before on All Hallows Eve,
Unless I
right?
forget to do
Very
it.
spooky.
Yes,
yeah,
the day before
spookalicious.
Halloween Eve, right?
Halloween Eve.
Halloween,
Halloween Eve.
Halloween Eve.
Hey,
Yeah.
why don't we just release it on Halloween?
It's
All
a
right.
Tuesday.
Well, okay.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Fuck
It
you
doesn't
guys,
matter.
I don't care. Do it.
Actually, I fuck up and release shit on Tuesday all the time, so I don't know.
That's right.
Anyway, so let's talk about this fucking movie.
So the Halloween also almost wasn't. So quick story on this. I don't think that this movie ever came out on tape originally. I recorded. This is a recording off of TV that I did back in the mid to late '90s off of TV, in which I put this on the official VHS Bandits home video Halloween mixtapes.
Tape 1 or 2?
Uno. It's the very first thing on
very
tape
first
1.
thing, yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys can watch this if you were one of the lucky listeners to get the Halloween mixtapes.
Yeah.
Put it in and watch along.
Yeah. So,
There's a nice commercial right in there.
Right in the
Oh,
middle.
Right in the middle.
so
For your John Deere.
The climax of the movie.
So quick
For you lawn care
story.
professionals.
For those of you guys, so again, this was being
That
recorded.
was my favorite part of this movie.
I was,
it's
I mean,
great.
I was,
Man, that thing could pick up leaves like a pro.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even, what was I, a craftsman? I don't even know.
Could have been.
Available at Sears and Roebuck.
Oh, it was a Sears maybe.
Was it?
Yeah.
I
don't
thought
know.
Honda. I saw some red. That's
Maybe it
typical
was.
Honda everywhere.
Could have been.
Well, it's a lawn machine. Most lawn machines, I think, are red, right?
I don't know.
No, I don't know.
I'm not
Honda.
sure.
John Deere's
Not professional grade.
yellow and green.
Yeah.
That's true.
Either way,
We can rule out John Deere.
So quick story. So there's a part in, if you get the copy of the Halloween mixtapes, there's a part near the end of the movie where it instantly cuts to a channel. There's an infomercial for like a lawnmower, and
It's
the
a nice
sto-
action
Think
scene.
it's a-
What actually happened
Yeah.
was when I was a kid, I was recording this on TV, and I was sitting on the floor. The remote was on the couch, and my mom came and she sat on the couch and accidentally kind of sat on the remote, which changed the channel. And I was like, what'd you do? Oh my God, put it back. I'm recording this. And she's like, all right, hold your horses. All right, let me get it. Here you go. Was it up or down, you know?
I'm surprised she got it to the right channel. I would have loved to see it flip.
Yeah,
like
flip
30
through a couple of
channels
channels.
all the way through.
Yeah. But yes, luckily it went right back to the movie just as things were happening.
Some
Yeah.
would say at the climax.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right
it
to
was-
climax of the movie.
Yeah.
So
So.
we missed the entire point of the movie.
Yeah. Still don't know what happened.
I don't know. Was there a
Completely ruined the
Halloween?
movie.
Oh, there was a Halloween, all right. A disco
Yeah,
Halloween.
A disco ball. Halloween.
Disco.
So the whole story is that it takes place in Transylvania. And
We think.
we
yeah,
think, yeah,
allegedly.
somewhere in Transylvania.
Allegedly,
Could be-
Transylvania.
A lot of different accents going on in this,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
this movie.
Mostly from Dracula.
Mostly from Dracula, but the mid-American
Yeah,
accents.
we got some
Midwest.
Midwesterns, multiple
Oh, yeah.
Europeans coming from Dracula at different times.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, his accent like changes up all the time.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah.
probably.
The dude from Taxi.
Yeah. So he hangs out with his servant Igor, who's in a
Who
lot
is
of stuff.
Frankenstein's servant. He should be hanging out with
I
Redfield.
know.
I
Yeah,
don't know
right.
how he got Igor.
I don't know.
Yeah, this was a very offensive portrayal of Igor.
Yeah.
This brought even Igor down a few levels.
I don't-
Yeah, he
I
like
don't
got
know.
fired from Frankenstein and Dracula.
Yeah.
Picked up his sloppy
Yeah.
seconds.
Maybe it's like a union thing. Maybe there's like the
Monster servants
monster
union.
servant union, and the guy like wouldn't go through with his contract that he wants his stuff for like his health insurance and his pension. So he's like, I'm gonna go to this other guy. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and if you
maybe.
notice, Igor and Frankenstein have no dialogue together, so maybe there is some tension
That's
there.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They don't
yeah,
really
yeah.
address the
Could be something
elephant in
going
the
on
room.
there.
Yeah, totally.
Maybe
You
it was
know?
a bad hand at poker.
Oh,
They had
he
to,
lost.
had
He
to
lost to
you know,
Igor.
raise the stakes.
More questions than answers
so
on
funny.
the
I,
relationship of
I
Igor
think
to the
so.
cast.
Yeah, it's like all those other movies where you leave with all these great questions, kind of like John Carpenter's The Thing. You know what I mean? You have
Absolutely.
all these crazy questions. you
This
know?
is basically John
Fan
Carpenter's The
theories.
Thing without the storyline or special effects.
Exactly. Yeah.
And no John Carpenter.
No John Carpenter.
Or Kurt Russell.
Or a
Kurt
thing.
Russell.
Yeah, or synthesizer music or anything.
Really, they're just both made by a camera.
Yeah, that's pretty much the defining
They share
bond
that.
of both.
Yeah.
So, there's a rumor spreading around that there's going to be no more Halloween, and we only know it's because Dracula
Watches the
and
news.
Igor are watching the news. It's American news
In Transylvania.
in Transylvania. Maybe it was like
It could be
CNN? I don't know.
Transylvania news.
Yeah,
I don't know.
we thought
ACC.
there might have been one of those black box cable boxes.
Ah,
things
yeah,
that
yeah,
pick up
right.
American channels,
Yeah.
but
Could have been.
later stated it is in Transylvania.
True.
Yeah.
But this could be like Transylvania, Illinois.
it
something.
most likely is.
Yeah.
I don't know. Could be.
Based on accents, I'd have to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
that makes perfect sense, right? So Dracula's pissed, and he's like, "What? This is my holiday. Who's doing this? Who's causing the rumor?" He's like, "All right, I gotta have a gathering of monsters, okay?" So he's got a gathering of the monsters, which include,
Frankenstein.
Well,
shitty
Frankenstein's
mummy.
monster.
yeah, of
Frankenstein's
course,
monster.
Classic.
Yep.
The-
A freshly groomed wolfman,
Yep.
aka a homeless man.
yeah,
Yeah.
just an old guy with a white beard.
That's right. This little hair on his chest. That's
yeah,
it.
he's got some shoe polish on his nose.
Yeah,
That's the
he
only
looked
thing.
like he came out of like 1800s, like London, where it's like he has like a nice like brown suit on and like a derby cap, and he's like,
Yeah, his suit's
He
not
He was
even
more like a
ripped
Mr.
up.
Jekyll than anything,
Yeah.
right? I
Could
mean,
be.
I don't know.
And we got a particularly thick mummy wrapped in toilet paper.
Oh,
His
yeah.
head is a perfect circle. It's like basketball.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
The backside had me confused. It could have been a woman, to be honest.
I don't.
I
yeah.
mean,
know
their
if anyone
mummies
else-
could
Yeah,
be
a little
women.
kind of had a
Yeah.
curve to the
There was
body.
some
Most
curves on this
mummies
guy.
women.
I missed what you said.
I'm so sad because
Oh,
I
mum- it
lost
was a
my
mummy
mummy.
joke.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
mom joke.
Right.
It's
Mom.
pretty
I
good.
missed it.
And then, of course, the star of the show was the king of the zombies,
Oh,
all the way
yeah.
from Haiti.
Yeah,
who
who
struck
did
with
nothing.
horrible
Zabar the
rigor
zombie.
mortis
Yeah.
throughout the entire filming.
He might as
Hands
well.
never go
all,
down.
all of these monsters were just glorified extras. They did absolutely nothing. It was just Dracula the entire time and Igor.
The mummy.
And shitty Frankenstein, who I have to say, I'm pretty sure it's the Frankenstein, if anyone's ever seen it, from the 80s revamping, no pun intended, of the Munsters. And if you've ever seen that, it's terrible, and this Frankenstein is just as terrible.
He likes to tap dance too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
apparently.
that's
That's
his
the
new
big
profession.
complaint that Dracula has is that all of these monsters aren't terrifying people. They're not being scary anymore. They need to work, right? Like the Wolfman did a commercial for a razor blade. The guy's gonna work, right? He's gonna pay the bills,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
He
Living
was
at the
fleshing
kennel.
Tough
free.
time for monsters.
Yeah. You know? It's the 70s. There was a gasoline crisis. So, I mean, hey, people are hurting, right?
Yeah,
Dracula
there
can
was,
fly. He doesn't give a shit. But so
Oh,
the
yeah.
whole thing is the witch. The witch
Yeah.
doesn't want to be involved with Halloween anymore for
She wants
some
to quit.
reason.
She
I
doesn't
don't
like
really
being
know
a witch.
why.
Yeah,
She
why
says
did
nobody
she-
loves her. She's got self-esteem issues. That's pretty much
She's
it.
got a gigantic list of demands.
Oh,
Yeah.
seriously?
Because
Yeah.
she, for Halloween to exist, she has to fly over the moon, which is just a circular, like, keyframe of a.
Orange ball.
Just a
Right,
ball,
yeah.
Could have been a harvest moon. Could have been the sun.
Yeah.
Could
yeah.
have been Saturn.
Yeah, right.
Could have been a corn pop.
Yeah.
Her biggest gripe seems to be that she wants to be on the posters for Halloween over Dracula.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
there's
thinks it's her
tons,
turn.
tons of posters
mean,
for Halloween.
I've never seen.
Coming soon,
Yeah,
Halloween.
right.
She's like super greedy because it's like, all right,
She's a bitch.
it's like, all right, I understand that.
She's the one who does all the flying. you
Okay,
know?
I understand because Dracula says he's
for-
the king of the monsters, right?
yeah.
So he's the guy, right? He's on all the T-shirts. He's on the posters. He's like board. He's like the president of the board of the monsters, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, no, I want to co-lead with you. I want to replace your picture with mine. These are some pretty hefty demands.
I want
You know?
dental. I want matching 401k.
Right.
Yeah, he's like, listen,
a
I've put up
company car."
with the Monster Servants Union long enough to know how to get around these loopholes. That's why I ended up with Igor. And that's why Renfield hit the bricks because of bullshit like this.
See, now what's going to happen is all the other monsters are going to say, hey, we're entitled to the same things too.
I
so
don't
if
think they're that smart.
No,
Well,
all the other
honestly.
monsters.
Maybe not
like
the
the
mummy.
zombie doesn't even talk. The mummy just falls down.
True. Plus, the Wolfman, he's probably got, like, he's probably part of the Actors Guild because he had to for the commercial.
Probably
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
it was
yeah.
Still
national.
collecting royalties from
Yeah.
this commercial.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, it was the 70s.
Gets
That's still-
30 cents, for every razor sold or something like that.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. But in all fairness, the demands weren't that outrageous.
Well, we didn't hear all
Like,
of
if
them
you
because
really
of the John
needed
Deere
to
commercial.
yeah, right.
If you really needed to save Halloween, I think it would be worth putting her on the poster.
Right.
If that's your one holiday, as Dracula claimed.
You know, the only thing is she wanted a disco party for Halloween.
Yeah, what
right?
the fuck?
That
Well,
was true. That was kind of just
70s.
thrown in there.
Well,
Yeah.
How do you, that's such an easy demand. It's like one party, okay, an hour
No.
of my time.
What if she wants a disco party every year? What if it's still 2017 and they're still having disco parties over
That's
in
true.
Transylvania,
Listen,
Her
USA?
demands wouldn't hold up over time. I see what
Yeah,
you're
right.
saying.
I mean, is this a contract? What is it? Is it terms? I don't know.
Well, she had a big like.
no one reads terms and conditions.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's true.
So the witch flies away.
It was an
she's
oral
like, "Fuck you
contract."
guys, I'm out. And then they try to go to her witch castle to find her. And
It's like right
he-
next door.
Oh, what's
Yeah, they
his
just
name?
walk
Dracula,
there.
Dracula wants to hypnotize her to force her to fly over the moon.
yeah.
But mid-flight, she reminds him that sun is coming, so they have to wait what we assume is a day,
But nobody's
but
changed.
could just
in, like,
be later that night. We don't
Yep.
really know. It's unclear.
The sun comes up, but then immediately after they leave the house.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it was the next night. I'm guessing.
What
So
did
this
they
may be
do
a
in
good
all that
24
time?
hours.
They just watch the news
Yeah,
of that one
I
guy
guess
saying,
so.
no Halloween.
If I was them, I'd be like
24
updating
hour
my
no Halloween
resume
channel.
That's
and
true.
getting myself ready for another gig. I don't know.
Yeah.
And we know Dracula doesn't really need to eat. He's more of on a blood diet. But what
Yeah.
would they do for a whole day if he had no food in his house?
Right.
Igor
yeah.
had popcorn, but he spilled it all over the floor.
That's
True.
right, yeah,
So
that's
maybe
Oh,
they-
Wolfman probably ate it because dogs always eat
Yeah,
like
they
the
are
scraps on the
monsters.
floors,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. So
He's
you know.
really the only one who needs to eat. I don't know. Like, what's
guess
what's
that's-
Yeah,
Frankenstein?
The
Frankenstein
mummy's
doesn't-
dead. The zombie's dead.
Yeah.
Frankenstein's
Well, zombie might want some
reanimated
brains.
parts. Yeah.
But is it that kind of zombie though?
It's
Yeah.
the
It's
zombie
like-
that
it's
does
like-
absolutely nothing.
Has Return
like
of
the
the Living
voodoo-
Dead come out yet? Because from what I've heard, that's where the eat brains started for zombies.
Yeah, this is
Beforehand,
Oh,
it was
okay.
never mentioned.
This is
and
like
then
straight
Return of the
voodoo.
Dead happened,
Yeah.
and he requested more brains. and
Oh,
then
that
that's
was
when
the
future
80s.
zombies-
Yeah,
exactly.
that was
There
his
you go.
contract.
So
Right.
at this time,
Brains.
I think the zombie just wanted to like eat human flesh in general.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah, like in Night of the Living Dead.
Exactly.
So, there you go.
So then they end up at her castle anyway, and they break in to her door somehow. I don't know.
She kept the door unlocked, I think.
Yeah, it was very easy to get
Amateur move.
in.
Amateur move.
And then she locks herself in a bedroom.
Well, before this,
Oh
yeah, the
yeah, you
Three
forgot the
Musketeers
greatest
come
scene.
out.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
It's like
so
the greatest scene
they
of them
think
all.
that they can take her magic away by taking her broomstick. Now, is it like does she only have magic powers if she is holding a broomstick?
She's only got one broomstick.
Because that doesn't really
Yeah, I
make any
think
They
sense.
got the right one. But that's
Yeah.
just like a cleaning.
It's not really like a wand, is what they were treating it
I
like.
guess.
Yeah, like
I don't
the
know.
magician's wand.
Yeah.
Right.
And why didn't they confront her like this back at Dracula's castle?
I
was my
know.
hope.
Yeah, she left on the broomstick. They
Yeah.
could have been like, no, you give me your
Block
keys.
the door or
Yeah.
something.
Could have
At
had
the
a home
beginning,
field advantage on that
She,
one.
I just noticed, like at the beginning when she went to Dracula's castle, she took her broom, she put it into a closet. They never showed her going into the closet and getting it back.
There was
That's
one of
true.
a Scooby Doo hallway door montage. Maybe
Right.
She got it during that.
Oh, that
'cause
could have
there were so
been.
many doors opening and closing.
True. I didn't think of that.
Maybe.
Good point.
And it was so poorly edited that anything could have happened in that time.
That's true. So she decides that the way she's going to get out of this little pickle is she has a painting of the Three Musketeers and she like does some voodoo and the Three Musketeers come out and
With a classic sound effect. What's
right?
happening? Yeah.
and
Which is funny because there's no sound effects for anything. The sound effects are very sparse in this. Like if someone
Yeah.
slams a door, it doesn't make a sound, but then the mummy falls right after and there's like a tom drum.
yeah, right. So and then like, oh no, they're just illusions, they're not real, but they slice like right through like a lamp post
Candlestick.
or
or
candlestick,
lamppost or
yeah.
something, yeah.
A
Yeah.
foam candlestick.
Foam candlestick, and all the other monsters are all
They
scared, so they
panic.
run
They run-
away,
yeah, they
you know. And I like it. I thought it was just funny because the witch goes away, the Three Musketeers poof away, and then the monsters come out and they're like, "Are they gone yet?" And he goes, "Yeah, you can come out now and protect my life." You know? So
Dracula has some good lines in this.
yeah, he does.
Yeah, Dracula kind of carried the whole cast.
Yeah, he
But
He's
back to
like-
the Three Musketeers, we were all very offended at the time because once they come out of the painting, they push Dracula back, they give enough space for the witch to get upstairs, and they block the staircase, and then she just gets rid of them.
Yeah.
Like she could have hit up there all
Right.
night, and they
Right.
would
Yeah.
never been able to get past these guys.
Right.
But she was done with them.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Maybe her magic doesn't work upstairs. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like the Wi-Fi signal.
Yes,
like
that's what it is.
The broom signal doesn't go through
Yeah,
the.
she only hit so
the
many
stone
bars.
walls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that could have been.
I think she was just being difficult the whole time. Is the point?
Yeah, she
was
just wanted attention.
She was just mixed up and needed some
She
attention.
was having a
Yeah.
tantrum. Yeah.
So she's upstairs. They go up this spiral staircase, and she's locked herself in like her bedroom, and they're trying to figure out ways of how to get in. And so Igor comes out with all these kooky little ideas, and he's like, "Hey, Dracula, you can turn into a little bat, right? Turn into a little bat, sneak underneath the door, turn to yourself, and you can hypnotize her. Easy peasy, slick and sleazy,
The
right?"
witch is listening through the door, by the way, to every single plan, so she's just like hip to all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which she could have should just been like, I can hear you. That's not gonna work.
Well, see, she didn't do that because she
needed to smash his
Yeah.
skull in.
Yeah.
She prepared with a broom on the
Yeah.
other side.
True.
So that didn't work. Then Igor tries to like go around on the ledge and go through her window. That doesn't work.
With a grappling hook.
With a grappling hook,
I
yeah.
don't know where he got that
Yeah.
from.
Came in through the window and right out the door. It was classic. She opened the door,
Right.
falls right out, and Igor falls on all the other monsters.
Yeah. So they're all Dracula's like panicking because it's almost midnight, and for some reason, if this witch does not fly over the moon at midnight, there can be no more Halloween.
Like, who says so?
I don't understand
who
it.
says, like,
Yeah,
I
who says?
can't-
Monster law.
I can't.
Monster
what
law.
What am
Monster
I gonna
law.
do with all this candy?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
Transylvania.
So
Yeah.
like kids can't trick or treat anymore. I mean, what's the story?
Becomes illegal. Cops crack
And I'm
down.
wondering,
I
who was
guess
the one who? So like, did the witch go like around Transylvania, and be like, "Hey, everybody, I'm thinking about quitting, which means there's gonna be no more Halloween. So let everybody know." And that's
Don't
like,
do that.
you know what I'm saying? It's like,
Fly over the moon.
you know, like
Cut
at
it
the newscast at the beginning, it was like, "Oh, rumors are going around that there might be no more Halloween." So obviously, she's spreading the rumors, but how's she
It
doing
had
that,
to
right?
have been, Yeah.
Right?
Maybe she sent out
Maybe she.
like mailings, you know?
Like postcards in the mail.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
flyers, like from like Market Basket. You know,
Maybe she like took like the piece of paper with a couple of like small stones and wrapped them in like a bag, like some of the landscape people do, and they
Okay.
toss them out on
Yeah,
their
I mean,
front
that's
yard.
pretty good,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. You know,
People would probably just throw it away with that.
no, some
Just, like,
people
on
have spread the
people's
rumors.
Shields annoying
Oh,
people.
That's how you
true.
got like 75% of your advertisement.
True,
Yeah.
true. People were
Yeah,
a
it was
lot
the
more naive.
70s. It was
TV
road.
and that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe she put up
Science
some
was weird.
billboards,
Yeah.
right?
Maybe.
Right? I don't know. An ad in the paper.
We would need to better understand the workings of this specific Transylvanian
Right,
town.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I think
Transylvania
so.
media outlets, we're not too hip to.
Maybe
Right,
she
right.
dropped
They
a
need a
dime
sequel.
at
Other
this
than that one guy.
news place and was like, "Hey, this is an anonymous caller."
I like
And,
that theory.
right?
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
that's why I
It's
got on the news. It was
ominous,
breaking
yeah.
news, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because wasn't Igor like watching TV
Called
and
it
suddenly
like
he
a
goes,
bomb threat to
"Boop!
Halloween."
Here's some emergency news, no more Halloween."
Yeah,
right?
so she was playing him from the beginning.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it was. You know?
And like we said, there's no monetary gain in this. It was purely attention.
Yeah. yeah,
No,
yeah.
I take it back.
What?
No, that's not true because you think that it's all because she doesn't want to be. She says she doesn't want to be witch because nobody likes her because they think her ugly or whatever. But then it's like, no, if you want me to do this, you got to give me the royalties for the T-shirts, the posters, and all this. So, in
I think she just
actuality,
wants the attention. She didn't say royalties. She just wants to be on it.
Yeah.
She just wants the,
but
the
that's all,
advertising.
but those are likeness rights, so she's gonna get royalties.
I
She's
don't
gonna
think
get
that was the
revenue out of
motive,
it.
though. Maybe it's a non-profit. All the money goes back into the Halloween.
The
business.
monster,
The monster union.
yeah, it's like a Monsters
It goes-
Corporation.
It goes to pay for their annual disco party.
Yeah, that could be that. Yeah. All right. True that.
And
So
then, out of nowhere, to save the day, these little kids show up that were watching. They've been watching the news, and So they're the ones at the beginning that are watching the news, and they're in their Halloween costume. One's a witch and one's a scarecrow. But they've been in these costumes for 2 days straight because nobody changes their clothes. And this
yeah,
is
you're
supposed to be
right.
another day, presumably. So
They're just so excited about Halloween.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right. They
And
really
when
were
is
in the
Halloween? The
costumes.
next day, so they got to be 3 days in a row. They're in these costumes.
Well, you know,
And how
this
did
is-
they get to the castle? Where are their parents?
right?
Right.
Yeah, their
And what
parents
kind
are
of
nowhere to be
relationship do these
found.
monsters
Maybe
have
the-
with these children?
Maybe the parents are like in the car waiting outside.
They're like, hey,
Right?
go in there and talk to the witch. We
Yeah.
know she's in there.
Hurry
Right?
up, we gotta trick or treat.
Right? I mean, I bet you, like, right after we saw that scene at the very end where they're all looking at the window at the witch going through, I'm sure it's like, ha, ha, hey, come back, come on, we gotta go, ha, ha.
You're
You
not
know?
even, you're not supposed to go inside people's houses on
This is
Halloween.
the
Remember, we went
70s.
trick or treating. There was one guy that's like, "Come on in for candy," and we ran away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mr. Creepy,
Should
yeah.
just like
Mr. Creepy.
fuck that guy.
Yeah, I mean,
That is a good. It was the 70s. You did trust your neighbor.
that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, that's when, like, you could still hitchhike and it was like, okay,
In
right?
Transylvania.
Yeah. In Transylvania.
Yeah.
Everybody knows, it's
Hitchhike-
probably a small
hitch-
town, right? Everybody
Hitchhike
knows
with
each other.
Dracula's and other monsters.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all going over Dracula's place.
Well,
to
I think it's
discotheque.
that thing, too, where, like, Dracula was saying, like, they're not terrifying people anymore. They're all, like, being cool. So
Hey,
maybe
are you
they're...
Frankenstein? Hell yeah, I'll
Yeah,
ride
man.
with you.
Everybody likes Frankenstein because he's a tap dancing star now, right? I think everybody thinks of these people as like celebrities now.
Well,
or,
These
you know?
kids
monsters.
clearly aren't afraid of them. They
No.
go into this haunted castle all by themselves and talk to a witch, a Frankenstein. They're like,
Who they
"Get out of the way,
love.
mummy! I gotta talk."
I
Yeah.
dress up like you because, you know, the little girl's like, we dress up like you because we love you. And then the witch kisses him too, which was like really weird. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
whatever.
That was
She's
not
catching
appropriate.
something.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Not
No.
appropriate. Not even
And the
for
other kids like, I just like
It's a real blank check
scarecrows.
moment right there.
Yeah.
And that's the end of the movie. They go to a disco party.
Yeah, they tell her that she's cool. She
She
believes
flies
them.
over the
Flies over
cheese.
them. The cheese
The yellow
ball.
cheese wheel.
The
The cheese
yellow
wheel.
one.
Got a hanker for a hunk of cheddar cheese.
What's
They go to a disco party.
What's the little round things of cheese?
Those
the wax on
Pinwheels.
Pinwheels.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
it's
wagon
like
wheels.
wagon
Wagon wheels,
wheels.
right?
It's one of those.
Yeah.
They just took the wax off.
Yup.
About to eat it.
So that it's a 25-minute movie.
It's
I
really
think
weird
made
that
for TV.
she flew over and it's not like comparing
no
it to like
craters or anything?
Santa, where it's like Santa's got to go around the world. You know, it's just like no, I have to fly. Like take a minute out of my day,
Right.
fly across the moon. It's not like anyone.
like,
She has to go like
On
200
whose-
feet up in the air and come
Yeah.
back down. I mean, it's
Yeah,
nothing.
just
Like on
one
whose
arch.
perspective are we looking at
Yeah.
to make sure that she arcs correctly? You know.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Anywho,
So
regardless,
if you're looking
it's
from the
like
opposite
the-
side, she's not going over anything.
It's just like the ride of Paul Revere. So one of the lanterns goes up and he's off on his horse and. No.
Are you talking about
Someone's-
the cartoon or like the actual ride?
Like the actual ride. He's
Like the
waiting for a
historical
signal.
event.
Yeah, he's waiting for a signal. He sees the signal and he takes off and he's telling everyone. So same thing with Halloween. There's someone like in a
okay.
bell tower or something like there's the witch. All right, time to ride. And
All right,
Halloween,
Yeah,
Halloween.
right, yeah, I getcha.
Get your
It's
shit
still on,
together.
everybody.
Halloween now.
Yeah.
still good.
Listen, if you're looking for a movie on science, this isn't the one. That's all I'm
Yeah.
gonna say about that final moon scene.
You know,
Yeah.
I think that they made a really good financial decision just because think about all
Ooh,
of
the Halloween monsters?
Well, yeah, I'm just saying
If
like
you want to watch a movie about the moon, you watch the movie Moon.
Yeah,
This isn't
that
a
is
movie
true.
about space.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that up front.
this isn't Gravity, okay?
This isn't Interstellar or what's the Matt Damon one where he was trapped on Mars?
Armageddon?
On
Martian.
Mars?
Martian, yeah. If you want to watch a
Rocket
science
Man?
movie,
Rocket Man.
Rocket Man.
Now that is the scientific
Yeah.
documentary that you want to
Right.
look for.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Scientists
fart into the
at
tube.
NASA have confirmed that movie's 99% accurate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For future.
When you fart into the tube that goes to your other astronaut buddy, it goes into like a weird little bubble.
Because
yeah.
of course there's a fart tube that connects all the astronauts.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
So-
Lots of research done for that one.
But like, think about this. It's like this is the only big income for tourism and stuff in Transylvania. If they don't have the Halloween stuff, then they're financially doomed. So they got to keep the tourism going with all the Halloween stuff. So I think they made a really good
So
decision.
the
here.
witch is
Good call.
essentially a political terrorist.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Or
there you go.
hostage.
Yeah.
Ish. Well, yeah.
There you have it.
There you go. That's
Yeah.
the Halloween that
That's-
almost wasn't.
that
and
is
now
the-
it was.
It almost
There you go.
wasn't, but then it was.
Yeah.
It
That
was
should have been the
Halloween.
title.
Yeah.
You don't have to watch the movie.
Supposedly, I found out later on in life that this movie had two titles. It was also called The Night Dracula Saved the World.
Save the world.
Yeah.
That's a little drastic.
That's a stretch. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Barely saved a town.
Drac stick.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I guess it depends how you look at Halloween.
I suppose
guess
so.
Some people live for that holiday.
That's
Yeah,
true. I mean,
right.
If you're looking from our perspective, I would say that's saving the world.
I could not be
But if
alive
you're looking
when
from the
Halloween
world's
ended.
perspective, no way.
Yeah.
There's bigger problems to solve.
Right.
I suppose.
Yeah. So,
Simpler times.
I didn't research this at all, so I
It's
don't
a
have
mini
any
episode, it's
ratings.
no big deal,
Yeah,
right?
Who cares?
Yeah.
So, are we even gonna rate it?
Sure.
Yeah, let's
do
We
it.
don't have to do the IMDb rating.
No. We're gonna
Okay.
do a
All right.
baloney.
We'll start. Let's start with Topher.
Oh, geez. Hey, now, what's happening now?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
By the way, he's back with us this week.
I'm in the flesh.
Yeah, he's not on Google Hangouts this time. He's actually back here, which is great.
Touch you.
For once, he's poking me.
And you haven't farted in my face yet.
Not yet.
I
Getting there.
give...
Don't jinx
It's a long
it.
night.
That's true.
We just had some Papaginzos, so
Yeah, I forgot to mention
wait
that.
for that to
So-
brew in.
So I'm not
Uh,
even gonna make up anything. Just out of 10.
I'm gonna
Out of
give
10.
this 7 mummies that don't do nothing
Okay.
out of 10 mummies that don't do nothing.
All right.
Your mommy.
That's fair. And Pat Train.
Yeah.
How about you? 10.
All right. So under the scope of people who are fans of horror or fans of VHS, I would agree that a 7 out of 10 is fair. But in the history of movies, I gotta give this a solid 2.
Oh!
Nice.
The science doesn't hold up. The jokes miss most of the time. It's a rough one to get through, but at the same time, that's why it's so good.
It felt,
For
like,
a genre.
felt like a long 25 minutes.
It was, I thought this movie was at least 2 hours the first time I saw it.
Oh man.
I would probably change the movie title to something like "The Movie That Shouldn't Have Been Made." Yeah.
Wow.
And now we're gonna
Whoa.
go to the person who put it on the VHS Bandits
Oh,
Halloween
dang.
mixtape.
Holy crap,
A
moly.
Dane Train.
Jeepers criminy.
Dane Train out of 10.
Out of 10.
10 that almost wasn't.
I give this movie.
10 minutes.
I give this movie 10 out of 10. Teeny tiny bats. Teeny tiny bats. Teeny tiny bats. Mostly because I've been watching this movie like forever, and
I've only seen this movie with you because
Yeah.
you're the only person that has this movie.
I look at this movie through rose-tinted glasses, and I love it. I love everything about it. I know it's super cheese junk, but like I love this movie to pieces. I watch it. I've been watching this movie every single Halloween season for as long as I can remember. Just like Mr. Boogedy and all that other stuff. You know what I mean? Like this is essential Halloween viewage for me. So
Nice.
I love this flick.
Cool.
Here, let me throw in a third rating here. I
Whoa.
will admit, it is similar to like the Ginger Dead Man.
Yeah.
Where if you
Yeah,
watch
there you
it
go.
with friends, it does become like a 10 out of 10.
There you
Like it's
go.
the perfect. If you watch it alone, you'd probably be a psycho.
Yeah.
But
Dang.
like,
Wow.
but if you're,
Did I
you're
mention-
watching it with your friends,
Did I
like,
mention
it's pretty solid.
what a huge Full Moon fan I am? I'm a huge Charles Band fan. So yeah, and you're right. Most Full Moon movies are not as much fun by yourself.
Yeah.
So
Jeff Bott,
I'm going to go a straight 4.
straightforward what?
Straight 4 out of 10. Teeny tiny
10
Bats.
Halloweens that almost
Oh,
wasn't.
come
10, yeah. 6 points that weren't.
Oh,
Ah.
Meaning a 4.
there you go.
Yeah, it was okay.
All right,
This
that's
is the
okay.
first time
Sorry.
you saw it?
What's that?
This is the first time you saw it too.
This might be the second time because a few years ago I had you guys over my apartment for a Halloween party.
We watched it at your house.
And I think we put it on in the
Forced you to watch it.
background,
Yeah.
and it didn't pay attention at all. So
Yeah, I don't
'cause
think
we were
anybody
just,
paid attention to
we
it
were just
than me.
talking. So,
So.
yeah,
Oh, well.
sorry. I mean, it was okay.
Yeah.
There
Could
you
have
go.
could have been a little nicer quality. Just
Well-
saying, it's very low definition.
That's
It's a rip
because
from a rip
dare
it's
you.
yeah, this is on an SLP recorded tape.
That's
so
I'm just.
my original tape that's on looks pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
well, maybe if it were higher quality, I might bump it up to a 5. But for now, it's a 4.
It's not
All right, okay.
yeah, so just to come back to where we started, this is on the VHS Bandit mix, and we haven't touched upon the host.
Oh,
who's-
yeah.
who's
Yeah,
in
we
similar
did.
leagues to the Crypt Keeper, and this host is known as Super Dracula, and he kind of gave us a little
The
brief
deadliest
intro into
Dracula.
the
He
spooky
was.
Halloween.
was-
that was probably the best part
Yeah.
of the
alright.
30 minutes we
Hands
saw.
down. Hands down.
Yeah.
I believe Super Dracula might be make a guest appearance on our next episode. I believe. Pretty sure.
Not on the night. Whoa, wait, yeah, I do. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he
yeah.
makes an appearance
He
on
does
there.
make a small cameo appearance on
Yeah.
the Night of the Demons episode.
And
so
so
stay tuned
does
for that.
so does the Cryptmeister and more.
Oh yeah, yeah. the old-
And Sal Sweatchesky.
Sal Sweatchesky.
Oh, yeah.
All the characters
Can't
from
forget
our old
him.
horror host show, The Creepy Castle.
Yeah. So all right, well, I think that's gonna wrap up our fun size episode, which is quickly turning into a regular sized episode.
Yeah.
So
Happy
keeping it fun.
Halloween!
Thanks everyone. I am the Kevbot,
It's Dane Train.
This is Topher Hansen.
and our special guest,
Pat Train.
Pat Train. Happy Halloween. Be safe. Be kind and rewind.